This is R.D. Sharma solution, class 11, chapter 29, limits. Exercise is 29.6. Now the questions here, we are going to solve in a similar fashion. The concept is the evaluation of limits, that is method of evaluation of algebraic limits at infinity. How to do this? Whenever we have an expression like this, say 1 by x, anything divided by any value and that value is very big. If this x is a huge number, eventually what will happen? It will be 0, means 1 by x will be 0. So you take 56, it doesn't matter, take any number, divide it with any very big number that is infinite, ultimately it's going to be 0. So x being very big number, if you want to divide, say for example, something you want to divide with infinity, is 0. So here x tends to infinity, this is the question here. So there are two ways you can do. First is either you multiply this and then do it, or if you want to put x tends to infinity directly, it will be simply infinity by infinity, because 3 into infinity minus 1, 4 into infinity minus 2, infinity plus 8, infinity minus 1. So infinity by infinity. So we will take the highest power of x. We will divide numerator and denominator both by the highest power of x. Okay. For example, if you multiply this, I am just giving an example. If you take 3x minus 1 and 4x minus 2, 3x, 4x is 12x, 12x square. Now 3x minus 2 is 6x minus 6x. Then we have minus 4x here, minus 1 and 4x. So this minus 4x. But whatever you multiply, the minus 1 and minus 2 is also there, so plus 2. But the highest power is x square, the highest index of x. Okay. So we have to divide this every numerator denominator by x square. So you have 3x by x square minus 1 by x square and 4x minus 2. If you multiply it, then also you have to do the same thing. If you don't multiply it, then also you have to do the same thing. I am telling you the concept here, what we are doing exactly. Highest power is x square, we are dividing it by x square, everything by x square. So you have x by x square, 8 by x square, then you have x by x square, and you have minus 1 by x square. Okay. So see here, this is x, this cancel, 3 by x, minus 1 by x square, then you have 4 by x minus 2 by x square. Okay. But still the work is not being done. Still we have x in the denominator. So we are not getting it, but we are going to get it just now. We'll take it in the denominator. We'll first solve it and then I'll tell you what we are going to do. This is 1 by x. This is 8 by x squared. This is 1 by x 8 by x square. Then you have 1 by x minus 1 by x square. Okay. Now I am taking 1 by x common from the numerator, 1 by x common from the denominator. Okay. So I am taking 1 by x. So 3 1 by x, 4 minus 1 by 4 minus 2 by x. Again 1 by x I am taking common from first part, second part. So this will be 1 minus 8x, 1 plus 8x and 1 minus 1 by x. So this 1 by x square which is coming in the numerator denominator gets cancelled. Finally you are going to reach at 3 minus 1 by x, 4 minus 2 by x. See, if you 3x minus 1 and 4x minus 1, 4x minus 2. So you divide it by x, because when you deal with 3x minus 1 as a separate individual entity, x is the highest power. So you have to divide by x. Ultimately you are going to do 3 minus 1 by x. Here also you divide by x, 4 minus 2x. So x square we have taken separately. One x we divided it with 3x minus 1, one we divided it with 4x minus 2. So this is the final step which I am telling. Okay. So when you have this 3 minus 1 by x, so x is in the denominator, what does it mean? It is 0. When you have infinity in the denominator, it's 0. So this is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. Right? So what do you get? 3 into 4 in the numerator, 1 into 1 in the denominator. That is, you have 12. X is infinity, so 1 by x square, 1 by x to the power anything is going to be 1 by infinity, which is going to be 0 only. So just remember all the questions which are coming. If x is in the denominator and x tends to infinity, it's going to be 0. 1 by anything with infinite number is 0. Because let's take the next question, you will understand it better. So same thing you have to do. I hope you got the idea. Now the highest power is what here? The highest power is x cube. So we are dividing it by x cube. So 3x cube by x cube, 4x square by x cube, 6x by x cube, minus 1 by x cube. 2x cube by x cube is 2. X square by x cube is 1 by x. Minus 5x by x cube, that is x cancel, 5 minus 5x square. Then 7 by x cube. Next tends to infinity. So this is 0, this term is 0, this term is 0, this term is 0, this term is 0, this is 0, this is 0. So you have 3 by 2. Okay. So x tends to infinity. That means 1 by x square, 1 by x cube tends to 0. So you only get 3 in the numerator and 2 in the denominator. I'm just giving an example. If you have just say one chocolate, you wanted to divide it into million, then billion, then any number which is not achievable, how will you divide? It will be ultimately going to be 0. Very small, minute, infinitesimal like this. Now how about this question? This is the third question. So you have 5x cube. First what is the highest power here? Highest power is x cube. You can see in the numerator you have x cube. So I am going to divide it 5x cube by x cube minus 6 by x cube. Okay. And here you have under root 9 plus 4x raised 6. So if you want to divide it by x cube, if you want to take it in the under root, you have to take the x to the power 6 in the under root. Because ultimately under root x to the power 6 is x cube. Okay. So in this expression, whenever you have power, you have to take the half of that power and divide. So 9 plus 4x power 6, you have to divide it by x cube. But when you push it inside under root, then you have to divide it by inside root. You have to use x to the power 6. 1 by x cube, push it inside, it will be x to the power 6. Okay, because x to the power 6 under root is x cube, and eventually you are dividing by x cube only. Okay, x cube only. So ultimately you have to divide it by x cube, either numerator or denominator, highest power of this x. This is 1. You have 6 by x cube. Now you have 9 by x 6, and then this x cancel. So you have only 4 here. So you just have 4, and this are inside your under root. So what do you get? This is 6 by x cube. Anything divided by an infinite number is 0. So this is 0. This is also 0. So you have 5 in the numerator, under root 4. That is 2 in the denominator. So 5 by 2 is going to come. Next is, this is question number 4. So limit x tends to infinity, under root x square plus cx minus x. Okay, x square plus cx minus x. And this minus x is not inside the under root. Okay, so it's x square, under root x square plus cx minus x. And please take this question, note this question very carefully, because this question is coming just now. The other question, 6th question, is exactly like this. So x square plus cx minus x. First you have to do the rationalization, because if you put x tends to infinity, it will be infinity. So you have to rationalize it. So you have x square plus cx plus x. In the denominator also you have x square plus cx, and then outside this plus will be outside the root. This is important. Okay. So this is a plus b, a minus b. So a square minus b square formula you can use. This is x square plus cx, and under root will go, and minus x square. And then you have denominator, you have x square plus cx plus x. Okay. So this numerator x square gets cancelled. The highest power will not be here, not be computed here, because x square gets cancelled. So first cancel this x square. So you have x is highest power, x is highest power. Even if you take x inside the root, it has to be x square, so x has to be divided. So the highest power is x, so cx divided by x. In the denominator you have under root. As I said, x we have to divide, but when you push it inside a root, it has to be x square. I am dividing it by x, but inside under root, it has to be x square inside. Okay, so x square plus cx by x square plus x divided by x is 1. This is 1. So you have this, cancel this, this is constant in the numerator. And now let's divide this, and x square is going to be 1. And cx by x square is c by x. And we have plus 1. Now apply this 1 by x. No, limit 1 by infinity is 0. So you have, this is going to be 0, c by infinite. Any constant divided by infinite, it is going to be 0. So under root 1 will be there, and there is 1 only. So c by 2, 1 plus 1 is 2. So this is the final result. And sixth question is exactly like this, only c is replaced by 7. Now question number 5th. It's saying under root x plus 1 minus under root x. Now if you apply x tends to infinity here, what do you get? Infinity minus infinity, that is going to be infinity. So this you cannot have. So just rationalize it. The only thing which we have to do is here is rationalize it. So a square minus b square formula, x plus 1 minus x by under root x plus 1 plus under root x. X gets cancelled, you have 1 by under root x plus 1 or plus under root x. And here you have what? See, 1 by under root x plus under root x, that is 1 by 2 under root x, and x is infinity. So when anything which is infinity in the denominator, what do you get? 1 by infinite, that is 0. Now question number 6. Under root x square plus 7x and then minus x. As I was saying, this question is exactly like this fourth question. So the answer is going to come c by 2. Here answer is going to come 7 by 2 because c is 7 here. Okay. So same thing we have to do. If you put x as infinite, it's going to be infinite in infinite. So you just have to, resolve it first. Then we apply the limits. So first rationalize it. Multiply numerator denominator by the plus sign of this. So numerator will get x square plus 7x minus x square. Denominator, of course, what we got in the previous question. So this x square gets cancelled. You have 7x divided by under root x square plus 7x plus x. Highest power is x. So you have to divide numerator denominator by x, which is the highest power you have. Because ultimately this x square gets cancelled. X square minus x square. So you have this numerator denominator by x. So 7x by x is 7. And in denominator you have under root x square plus 7x by under x square because we are putting it inside the root. And 1 by 1 is already there. So you have under root x square plus 7x, denominator you have x square. So 1 plus 7 by x in the under root, and this 7 by x is infinite, so this is 7 by infinite is 0, 1 in denominator, 1 is already there in the denominator. So c by 2 previously came, here it will be 7 by 2. This c is 7 in the question number 4, here you have 7 by 2. Seventh question, x by under root 4x square plus 1 minus 1. X is infinite. If you put x as infinite here, it will be infinite by infinite. You get infinite by infinite. So let us rationalize it. Multiply numerator denominator by this plus sign. So you have this a square minus b square formula you have to apply. A square minus b square. So 4x square plus 1 minus 1. So ultimately 1 gets cancelled. You have 4x square. And this 4x square, you have 4x square and x is already there in the numerator. So x gets cancelled. So you just get 4x in the denominator. Okay. So this, when you remove this, x by 4x, x gets cancelled. So you have under root 4x square plus 1 divided by 4x. 4x. Now what is the highest power? In this 4x and numerator also you have under root 4x square plus 1. Okay. So let us divide the numerator denominator by x. simple, you have to divide it by x. And in the numerator you have under root 4x square plus 1. So divided by x square, because if you want to take it inside the root it has to be x square. So under root 4x square plus 1 and dividing by x, and we have this 1 by 4 which is in the denominator already, we are taking it outside. So under root 4x square plus 1, if I am taking x inside, and it has to be x square plus 1 by x is already there. So 1 by 4 is outside, okay? Remember that. 4x square by x square is 4. 1 by x square is here. Under root plus 1 by x. And 1 by 4 is already there. So 1 by x square, because x is infinite, so 1 by x square will be 0, 1 by x will be 0. So only under root 4 will remain, that is 2. So 1 by 4 is already there, 2 by 4 is 1 by 2. So question number 8 here. So if you see this question number 8, n square by 1 plus 2 plus 3 dot n. So here is a proper limit. Proper limit with a series. Okay. So if you put infinity, it will be infinite by infinite. When we see this denominator, it's a series. Actually, it's a AP series, arithmetic progression, and we know the solution of this. We know that this is n plus 1 by 2. n plus 1 by 2. Okay. So just put it here, n square divided by n square n plus 1 by 2. Okay. So this n gets cancelled. So this 2 you are taking up numerator. 2n by n plus 1. Now this, what do you have in the highest power? n raised to 1. So divided by n1. So 2n by n, and you have n plus 1 by n. So you have 2 divided by 1 plus 1 by n. So n is infinity here. So this will be 0. So 2 by 1. It is going to be 2. Question number 9 we have. So 3x raised minus 1, 4x raised minus 2, 5x raised minus 1, 6x raised minus 2. So the power is negative. So we'll just bring it in the denominator, 3 by x plus 4 by x square. Then you have 5 by x plus 6 by x square. Okay. Now, as I said, you can just take 1 by x common, as we did in the first question. Take 1 by x common. What do you get? 3 plus 4 by x. Here also you take 1 by x common. So you have 5 plus 6 by x. Okay. So you have, now apply the limit. X is infinity, so 4 by x is going to be 0. X is infinity, 6 by x is 0. So you have 3 by 5. 3 by 5 is going to be your answer. 10 under root x square plus a square minus under root x square plus b square divided by under root x square plus c square minus under root x square plus d square. And this is limit x tends to infinity. So what we'll do, we'll apply the limit. If we apply the limit, we'll get infinity minus infinity by infinity minus infinity, that is infinity by infinity. So that is the problem. What we'll do, we will take the numerator first, denominator then, and we will multiply it with the RF, rationalization factor. So we'll multiply it by RF. So see, this, just watch it very carefully. This minus, numerator minus, we're multiplying it with the plus of the numerator, RF. And with the same thing we have to divide, coming to denominator. So this is minus, so we have to multiply it by the plus. So same thing we are doing, plus. So if you take the RF, that is a square minus b square, because it is a plus b minus b. So this will be x square plus a square, and this will be x square plus a square minus x square minus b square. X square, and only numerator will be x square plus a square minus x square plus b square. Denominator you have x square plus c square minus x square plus d square. A square minus b square, under root will, we can avoid it now, or remove it. So what will be remaining? This, the plus sign will remain. Here you see x square plus a square minus x square minus b square. So let me just show you here, x square plus a square minus x square minus b square and divided by you have x square plus c square minus x square minus d square. Now you can just cancel this x square and x square, x square, x square. You will get a square minus b square in the numerator and c square minus d square in the denominator. Here, now you just see this. So how to deal this? Say, this is x square plus c square under root plus under root x square plus d square divided by under root x square plus a square, and then we have plus under root x square plus b square. So I'll take one of these. I'll tell you what we are doing it. We have to divide it by x, all the terms by x, numerator, denominator. That is, you are taking x from the under root. So you have x square plus c square here. Take x square. You have 1 plus c square by x square under root. Now this x square, x you can take outside, x, you have 1 plus c square by x square. Okay, 1 square plus c square by x square. Here also same thing, x from here, x from the denominator first and denominator later. So x you can take outside. This x you can take outside from both the terms. So what do you get inside? Here also you will get x in the denominator. And finally this x gets cancelled. So only you have taken this x, so 1 plus c square by x square under root plus here also you will get under root 1 plus d square by x square under root 1 plus d square by x square. So just assume that x we have already taken out. Then we have under root and you have x we have taken out common, so x square 1 plus a square by x square. Here you will get 1 plus b square by x square. Okay. Now just apply the limits now. Okay. Because constant term there is no limit. So c square by x square, you know 1 by x square where x is tending to infinity is what? It's 0. Anything divided by infinity is 0. So you have 0, 0, 0, 0 here. You have under root 1 remaining, that is 1, 1, 1, 1. So you have 2 by 2, 2 plus, that is 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 by 2, cancel it out, you'll get 1. And finally you have a square minus b square by c square minus d square. This is the final answer. Next one is your question number 11. Here it's being said that show that the limit extends to infinity. Show that. The question is like this, show that. So let me show you here. Limit extends to infinity. Show that this limit is not equal to this limit. These two limits are not equal, so you have to find out the left hand side limit first and the right hand side limit first, and then you have to see which one is equal or not. So we'll take it separately. So I'm taking the left one first, and this one we'll take later. So you have under root x. You already know this. We have to use the RF, because if you apply infinity, it will be infinity. If you place x as infinity, it will be infinity. So multiply by the rationalization factor. So a square minus b square will come. That is under root x square plus x plus 1. That is x square plus x plus 1. And you have minus x square. Minus x square minus x square gets cancelled. You have x plus 1 remaining. And denominator you have under root x square plus x plus 1 plus x. Now from here you will divide numerator denominator by x. Take the highest power. Highest power is x only, because even if you see the x square, it is inside a root, so it will be only x. So divide numerator denominator by x, so x plus 1 by x divided by under root x square plus x plus 1, x square plus x plus 1. So when you take x inside, it will be x square inside the root. So x square plus x plus 1 by x square, and you have x by x. So you have this, open it, 1, 1, x by x is 1 plus 1 by x. So x by x plus 1 by x. 1 plus 1 by x it will be. And what about here? So you have x square. So x square by x square is 1. So x square by x square is 1. X by x square is 1 by x. And you have 1 plus x, 1 by x square is 1 by x square. So you have this one. Okay. So this, up till this point we have reached, and divided by x is 1. Now apply the limit. X tends to infinity means what? 1 by x is 0. 1 by this infinity is 0. 1 by x square, 1 by infinity is 0. So you have 1 plus 1 That is 0, sorry, 1 by under root 1 plus 1. That is 1 by 1 plus 1, that is 1 by 2 you are going to get. 1 by 2. Coming to right hand side. Now 1 by 2 should come in the right hand side. If it doesn't come, that simply means that LHS is not equal to RHS. So if you put x as infinity, it will be infinity minus infinity. So you have to multiply it by the RF. So because it is minus, we'll multiply it with plus. So multiply it with plus, and you will get numerator as a square minus b square. So x square plus 1 minus x square by under root x square plus 1 plus x. X square gets cancelled. You will get 1 by under root x square plus 1 plus x. Okay. So now when you apply x as infinity here, that is, if you apply x as infinity, x square plus 1, if you even try to divide it by x, okay, then also x you can take outside. That is also possible, but you don't need to, because x square you can directly apply infinity. Okay. So I'll just either put x as infinity, or what you'll do, you'll just say take x common from under root x square plus 1. So x square we will take common, x will come outside, 1 plus 1 by x, and x is already there. So x you can take all outside. So what do you get? Infinity, and you have 1 by infinity actually. You get 1 by infinity, and anything divided by infinity is 0. So you get 0. So the right hand side limit is 0, which is not equal to this. This is not equal to the left hand side, which is half. Okay. 1 by, the final thing is 1 by x square we are putting infinity, x as we are putting infinity, 1 by infinity is 0. So half and 0 are not equal. That is, left hand side is not equal to right hand side. Now this is question number 12. Limit x tends to infinity, x into under root x square plus 1 minus under root x square minus 1. So just multiply it with the RF. So if you put x as infinity, you will get infinity. So you have to apply this, you have to multiply it by the RF. So you have this multiplication of plus term. So x square plus 1 minus x square minus 1 will come. Denominator you have under root x square plus 1 plus x under root x square minus 1. So you have 2x in the numerator, and of course you have denominator. Now you know the highest power is x here. So just take x common from here. So I'll just show you here. This is 2x under root x square plus 1. How do we take x? So you have x square, you have 1 plus 1 by x square. Now x square you can take common, so x will come outside. It will be 1 by 1 plus 1 by x square. So this is how we are taking x from the 2x is already there. X we are taking coming from under root x square plus 1. So you have 1 plus 1 by x square plus, and then you have again x we are taking outside. So you have x I have already taken outside. 1 minus 1 by x square. So we have this x gets cancelled. Now 2 by this 1 by x square is going to be what? X is infinity. So this is going to be 0. 1 by infinity is 0. 1 by infinity is 0. So 1 under root 1 is already there. Under root 1 is already there. So it will be 1 plus 1. 2 by 2. It is going to be 1. This is not the answer. 2 is not the answer. The answer is 1. Okay. Because 2 by 2 is going to be 1. So this was question number 12. And now coming to question number 13. So this is limit x tends to infinity, under root x plus 1 minus under root x into under root x plus 2. So if you see here, first of all, if you put x as infinity here, it will be infinity in the numerator, so everywhere infinity. Okay. So you have to rationalize it. Just rationalize it first. So we have, just take under root x plus 2 separately, and now deal with under root x plus 1 minus under root x. So you have this a minus b plus b. So x plus 1 minus x. So x gets cancelled. You have 1 by under root x plus 1 plus under root x. So under root x plus 2, this x gets cancelled. Now here you have under root x plus 2, and you have under root x plus 1 and plus under root x. Now how do we do this? Now you can take just x common from inside, because we can see that numerator denominator it can be cancelled. So either you do this, or you can take also root x also. How to do this? See, this is First take x inside the root common, 1 plus 2 by x, and in the here you have x common, so you have 1 plus 1 by x inside, 1 plus 1 by x. Then you have this root x, let it be root x. Okay, now you see root x is common, root x from the numerator, you can write it as root x into 1 plus 2 by x, and denominator you have root x and you have 1 plus 1 by x, and you have root x here also. Now you can take root x common. When you take it common, it get cancelled by root x in the numerator. So you have under root 1 plus 2 by x and divided by 1 is already there, so under root 1 plus 1 by x, 1 plus 1 by x plus 1. So now you have actually cancelled root x. Now if you see here, this 2 by x is infinity, so 2 by x is 0. This 1 by x is also 0. So you have under root 1 by under root 1 plus 1. So 1 by 1 plus 1, that is 1 by 2 is the answer. Now question number 14. So limit n tends to infinity, 1 square plus 2 square plus dot 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 n square divided by n cube. So we need to know the series. If you don't remember, just learn it here. That is 1 plus 2 plus 3 dot 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 n is n plus 1 by 2. That is the real answer of that, or solution. When you have square, 1 square, 2 square till n square, what will be the result? 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square till n square is n plus 1 by 2. That is 1 square plus 2 square till n square. This is n plus 1, 2n plus 1 by 6. n plus 1 to n plus 1 by 6. So below you have n cube already, so cancel 1n. You have n plus 1, n is not there, n plus 1, 2n plus 1, 2n plus 1 divided by n square. Now you can take this 1 by 6 separately. We'll use 1 by 6 later on. So now n square you can write it as n dot n. So 1n we will put below n plus 1, 1n will put below 2n plus 1. 1 by 6 we are just putting it separately. So this is n plus 1 by n and this is 2n plus 1 by n. So now divide it by n by n is 1, 1 plus 1, 1 by n is 1 by n. Here you have 2n by n, so 2 plus 1 by n. Okay, then you have 1 by 6. So now apply the limits. 1 by n is what? N is infinity. So you have, this is also infinity. So 1 plus 0, 2 plus 0, so 1 into 2. And you have 1 by 6 here. So this 2 and 3. 1 by 3 is the answer. So for this question, you have to know that it is n plus 1 to n plus 1 by 6. That is very important. Now coming to question number 15. Question number 15 is saying, see, there is some trick here. The question, if I show you the question, how do we reach here? It's just a trick. See, limit x tends to n tends to infinity. You have 1 by n square plus 2 by n square plus 3 by n square plus dot dot dot, and you have n minus 1 by n square. N minus 1 by n square. Okay. Now you see the denominator is n square everywhere. So just take n square in the denominator and there will be something in the numerator, all the terms 1 plus 2 plus 3 till n minus 1, and you have n square in the denominator. Okay. So you know 1 plus 2 plus 3 till n is what? It is n plus 1 by 2. n plus 1 by 2. But when we are dealing only up till n minus 1, so just replace n by n minus 1. So n minus 1, it will be n plus 1 minus 1, n plus 1 minus 1. So this gets cancelled, you have n. So n minus 1 by 2 is the answer. So what is the solution? N minus 1 till n minus 1, it will be n minus 1 by 2. Okay. So you have n minus 1 by 2, and then you cancel this n, and n minus 1 by, I'm just taking half outside. So you have n minus 1 by n. So n minus 1 by n, so it becomes n by n is 1, this is minus 1 by n. So now apply the limit, 1 by n is going to be 0. So half is already there, half into 1, it is going to be half. Okay. This is the answer. Now this is question number 16. So 1 cube plus 2 cube plus till n cube by n to the power 4. So this is limit n tends to infinity. So if you see here, the main thing is, what is 1 cube plus 2 cube till n cube? What is that sum? So when you add this, n plus 1 by 2 whole square, and n plus 1 by 2 whole square. Okay. So what do you get? N square, n plus 1 whole square by 4. Now by 4, so this is n to the power 4 is already there. So just cancel this n square with n to the power 4, n plus 1 whole square by, so 1 by 4, just keep it separate. Keep it separate. Okay. So n plus 1 by whole square by n square, you can write it as n plus 1 by n whole square. This is n plus 1 by n and whole square. So you just combined it. So this is n by n, that is 1 plus 1 by n. Okay. So now just apply the limit. 1 by n is infinity. N is infinity, so it will be 0. 1 square will remain, and a 1 by 4 was already there. So 1 by 4 is going to be the answer. This is question number 18. Here we have limit x tends to infinity. Under root x, it's outside, and inside this we have under root x plus 1 minus under root x. So if we replace x by infinity, it will be infinity into infinity minus infinity. So we are going to get infinity. So we are going to multiply it with the rationalization factor. RF we have to use here. So this is minus, multiply numerator denominator by plus plus. So a minus b, a plus b, a square minus b square will come. So you have x plus 1 minus x, x cancel, you have 1. And in denominator you have under root x plus 1 plus under root x. Now exactly same question we have already done. So the way it is done here, I'll just take a different view. So you have under root x by under root x plus 1 inside and under root x. So what you will do, under root x, you can take a common from numerator denominator. And here it is being shown that under root x we will take in the denominator. This also we will see in the next coming questions. But here you see this is under root x. Here I am taking in this under root x plus 1. Let me show you what I have done here. So under root x plus 1, I am taking x outside. It will not outside root, but x outside. So x 1 plus 1 by x. Now I am taking under root x outside. So you have under root x into under root 1 plus 1 by x. Okay. So under root x, this is under root x, under root 1 plus 1 by x. And of course we have under root x here. So we are taking this under root x common. And inside this we are going to get root 1 plus 1 by x and plus 1. And this root x gets cancelled. So we have 1 by under root 1 plus 1 by x and plus 1. So now let's apply the limit. 1 by infinity or anything by infinity is going to be 0. Because infinity is a very big number which we don't know. It's 1 by under root 1 plus 1, under root 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. So 1 by 2 is the answer here. Now this is question number 19. Limit n tends to infinity, 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 square. And this goes up to 1 by 3 to the power n. So n tends to infinity, if we apply n tends to infinity here, it will be 1 by infinite. That is 0, you get 1 by 3, 1 by 3 to the power n. So how to get this previous terms, how to get that addition? Okay. So here 1 by 3 to the power infinity will not work. We cannot apply here. So let us take this 1 by 3 common from here. Basically this is a GP and we'll make it as a GP first. And then we'll do the final conversion or limiting. So 1 by 3, 1 by 3 square, 1 by 3 cube. And this is 1 by 3 to the power n. 1 by 3 I am taking common. So you have 1 by 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 square, and this goes up to 1 by 3 raised to the power n minus 1 dot dot dot. This is not plus dot dot dot. So we have 1 by 3, and this term, this is in GP, or this series is a GP series. So 1 by 3 by 1 is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 square by 1 by 3 is 1 by 3. So common ratio is 1 by 3. So we have a 1 minus r to the power n minus 1, and 1 minus r is the summation. A into 1 minus r to the power n, 1 minus r. A is 1 here and r is 1 by 3. So we have a, that is 1. So just ignore 1, and a 1 minus r to the power n by 1 minus r. So r we are going to put as 1 by 3. So we have 1 minus r to the power n, 1 by 3 to the power n by 1 minus r, 1 minus 3. As I said, a you can just ignore, because 1 into anything is same number. So 1 minus 1 by 3. Now 1 by 3 is already you have outside, so 1 by 3, and this 1 minus 1 by 3 is 3 minus 1 by 3, that is 2 by 3. So you have 1 minus 3 to the power n, 3 raised n. So 3 raised n, if you put n as infinity here, it won't work. But here, if you apply infinity here and as infinity, then 1 minus 1 by 3 to the power n, 1 by 3 to the power n will be 1 by infinity, that is 0. So 1 minus 0 it will be. So 1 by infinity is 0. So 1 minus 0 it is. So you have 1 here, and you have 1 by 3 by 2 by 3. So 3 gets cancelled. 1 by 2 will come. Okay, 1 by 2 is going to come. 3 gets cancelled. 1 by 2. Now the next one is question number 20. See, this question number 20 and 21 are exactly same. So what is the concept here? When you have this one, limit x tends to minus infinity, under root 4x square minus 7x plus 2x. So x tends to infinity, minus infinity. So we are talking about the left side, infinity. That is not here we are talking about. We are talking about minus infinity here. So first we have to convert this minus infinity into plus infinity. Okay. So how to change it? Minus infinity to infinity. Now we are putting x as, say, some minus m. X as some minus m. When we put x as some minus m, now this minus m we are putting x as minus m. So minus m tends to minus infinity, that is m tends to infinity. Okay. Some minus m which is tending to minus infinity. So m should be tending to infinity. So just to get rid of minus infinity, we are using this. That is m tends to infinity, and we are replace an x by minus m. So m tends to infinity. So wherever you get this x term, just replace it by minus m. Replace it by minus m. We are replacing it by minus m. So this x, I am putting x as minus m. Just this you have to do, and this will remain true for the next question also. So I am putting x as minus m. So under root, so minus infinity you have, I am putting this as minus m. So x as minus m, minus m whole square is m square only. Then you have minus plus 7 into, and you have plus minus 2m, and 7 into m, that is plus 7m it will be, plus 7m. So now here rationalization you have to do, because if you put m as infinity, everything is going to be infinity. So if you put m as infinity, all will be infinity. So this is plus actually. Now apply the rationalization factor RF. So this is minus, so multiplied by plus a square minus b square. So you have 4m square plus 7m minus 2m whole square is 4m square. So this 2m square gets cancelled, 4m square gets cancelled. You have 7m by under root 4m square plus 7m plus 2m. Okay. So this is what we are going to do here. I showed you here what we have done in a different way. Right now we are going to do it in a different way. How? You have this, let me show you here, 7m by under root 4m square plus 7m, and you have 2m. Now let us take this m in the denominator. M we are taking it in the denominator. So here m cancels here, m is not there, so we are taking in the denominator 4m square plus 7m divided by m, and plus 2m by m. So what do you get here? 7 by, now m you have to take inside. When you take m inside the under root, it will be m square inside in the denominator. So 4m square by m square plus 7m by m square, and outside you have plus 2m by m, so it will be m cancel 2. So for m square gets cancelled, you have under root 4, that is under root 4 plus 7 by m, and then plus 2. So this 7 by m now apply the infinity. M tends to infinity, 7 by m, 7 by infinity is 0. So this is 0. 7 by under root 4 plus 2. Under root 4 plus, so 2 plus 2, 7 by 4 it is. 7 by 4 is the answer. 21. So as I said, same thing you have to do. Because x is tending to minus infinity, so minus infinity you have to change it into plus infinity. Plus infinity. So this x is equal to, just replace x as minus m. So when x is tending to minus infinity, m is going to be infinity. M is tending to infinity. So now put m minus m in the place of x. So minus m square is m square, and then you have 8 into minus m, that is minus 8m, and minus m minus that is going to be plus x plus minus m. Now rationalization factor, same thing you have to going to do, and this formation you have already encountered in the previous question. So I'm taking m in the denominator, m inside the under root, so it will be m square m square. You have 1 by this m by m, so 1 will come outside. So we have this m by m is 1. Here you have 8, m square is going to cancel 1, and then 8m by m square is 8 by m. So 8 by under root 1 plus 8 by m plus 1. Now apply the infinity. 1 plus 8 by m. Okay. So 8 by under root 1 plus under root 1. Under root 1 plus 1. 8 by 2, that is 4. Now question number 22. Limit x tends to infinity, x to the power 4, 7x cube plus 46x plus a by x to the power 4 plus 6. Now here we have to use this, because this is quite a question which we have already done. Just take the highest power, divide numerator denominator by it. So we have this, x to the power 4 is the highest power, and dividing everything by every element by x to the power 4 I am doing this. Then you have x4, then you have a to the power a by x to the power 4. So you have x4 by 4 and 6 by x4. Now this is going to be 1, this is going to be 7 by x. This is 46 by x cube. It's not x square, it's x cube. And then we have a by x to the power 4. It is cube, a by x to the power 4. Okay, this is denominator is going to be 1, x4 by x4 is 1, and plus 6 by x4. Now wherever you have x in the denominator, limit x tends to infinity, it is going to be, that particular term is going to be 0. This is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is all 6 by x to the power 4 will be 0. So 1 and 1 is left, 1 by 1 is 1. This is going to be your answer, 1 by 1. Now question number 23. The question is fx is equal to ax square plus b by x square plus 1, and given limit x tends to 0, fx is equal to 1, and there is one more thing, and limit x tends to infinity, fx equals 1. So this is given in the question. There are more things given which I am writing here. So let us understand the question first. So we have fx, this fx equal to x square plus b by x square plus 1 is already given. There is one more thing given, limit x tends to infinity, fx equals 1. So we have to prove f minus 2, f2 equals 1. If you place x as minus 2 or 2, it is going to be 1. So first is you have the first thing which is given. So fx equals ax square plus b by x square plus 1. So just put it here. So you have, I'm putting x as 0 because direct, see this is a direct substitution, because nothing is going to be infinity or indiscriminate. So a into x square, a is 0 and x is 0, means x is 0, so ax will be 0, x square will be 0. So a first thing is b equal 1. Now coming to second one, limit x tends to infinity, same term fx we are going to do, and it's equal to 1, it equals 1. So what is the highest power here? See, ax square plus b, we are dividing it by x square. So you have x square by x square. I'm dividing everything by x square. So you have this, and because we cannot directly apply x tends to infinity here. So now b by x square and 1 by x square is going to be 0. So you have a. Quotient it is given a is equal to 1, means this term is equal to 1. So a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1 by this question. Now fx is what? Ax square plus b by x square plus 1. Now put a as 1 and b is 1. So you have x square plus 1 by x square plus 1, which is going to be cancelled. So it's a constant, it's 1. So if you put f2, f minus 2, f 100, whatever number is you put in x, it's constant, it will always come as 1. It's always 1. Okay, so this is how we do this. Question number 24. Here is we are dealing with the factorial. So limit n tends to infinity, n plus 2 factorial plus n plus 1 factorial divided by n plus 2 factorial minus n plus 1 factorial. Okay. So how to handle this? See, n plus 1 is in the numerator, n plus 2 is also there. So we can reduce n plus 2 to n plus 1, but we cannot reduce n plus 1 as to n plus 2. So what we will do? N plus 2 can be written as factorial n plus 2 and factorial n plus 2 and n plus 2 minus 1. So inside you have n plus 2 minus 1, so n plus 1, and you have plus factorial n plus 1, right? And in the denominator you have same thing, n plus 2, you have n plus 1, and you have n plus minus n factorial n plus 1. Now take this n plus 1 factorial common from numerator denominator. So n plus 1, here also n plus 1. So what are you going to get inside? Is going to be n plus 2 plus 1 in the numerator and n plus 2 minus 1 in the denominator. So n plus 2 plus 1 is n plus 3, and n plus 2 minus 1 is going to be n plus 1. So finally you get n plus 3 by n plus 1, and limit is n tends to infinity. Okay, finally this factorial we have eliminated, and now we have n plus 3 by n plus 1. Now when you apply n tends to infinity, it will be infinity by infinity, that we cannot deal. So we have to take the highest power, which is n to the power 1, and we divide every term by n. Okay, so you have n by n plus 3 by n by n plus 1 by n. This is 1 plus 3 by n and 1 plus 1 by n. This is going to be 0, this is going to be 0, 1 by 1 is 1, because n is infinity, so it is going to be 0. So 1 is the answer. Okay, so this is all about the exercise. Next time we are going to deal with the evaluation of trigonometric limits. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.